What is going on, my future meta millionaires? It's your boy Terry Stonkers, and welcome to my channel, baby. By the dip. All right, guys. In today's video, we got 4 days left, so we're gonna go over a couple past tweets and stuff from George to see will we get any kind of announcement here in the next 4 days. Also, we're gonna take a look at the premium FinTel information, and we're gonna take a look at the oil prices as well to kind of see how that's faring out with the dividend. Also, before we get started in today's video, I want to say thank you so much for everyone, guys. We hit 26,000 subscribers on the channel. So thank you guys so much there. We hit 26,000 subscribers. That's super exciting. I just want to say a special thank you to everyone that has been smashing those thumbs up, leaving those comments down below for the algorithm. First, we're going to see how we lead into Monday morning. As you can see on Friday, the stock was down 3.63%. So what I wanted to do is go take a look at the short interest leading into tomorrow's trading. So let's see where we're at here, guys. We got a short squeeze score of a 90.42, ranked 110 out of almost 5,600 stocks. So we are cracking the top 100 short squeeze score potential stocks according to FinTel. So that's really exciting to see. Our gamma squeeze score is a 97, guys, ranked 155 out of 431. Like I said, this is still kind of new, so we're going to see how this goes as time goes on. Here we can see short shares that are available. It was updated 9 minutes ago. Now, keep in mind, this is a Sunday, and it says here that we had a return 15 hours ago at like 8:40 in the morning of 100,000 shares. So who returned shares on a Saturday? Or early, I guess, Sunday morning, late Saturday or Sunday morning, I don't know. But as you can see right below that, at 17 hours ago, it was 0, and then someone returned 100,000 shares. So I just wonder if it was late getting filed, and maybe FinTel just got it updated on their system. Maybe it was late filing, and they got it corrected. So that's possibly what it could be. But still, if we get down here and look at the previous, though, I mean, it was really low, like 2,000, 9,000, 6,000, 0, 20,000, 150. And we're sitting at 100,000, so that's not really a lot at this leading prime brokerage. We go ahead and take a look at the short borrow fee. What is that going to cost a short to borrow or short our stock? As of right now, according to FinTel, is going to be 7.99% at this prime brokerage. Now, what I wanted to say is the shorts are back. Just as we were covering in previous videos, guys, the few days where the shorts looked like they were taking a break. I mean, we were in the 30s. Most of the days. We were lucky to hit a 40% a couple of days, but boy, did they come back into force on a Friday with freaking 65.84% on that short volume ratio. So they came back shorting us to death. And with all that shorting, guys, keep in mind, we were only down 3.63%. And where are we at here? Yeah, we basically ended even in the after hours what we ended with during the day. So we're going to here and take a look at the aggregate short volume ratio, 68.94. I mean, that is a ridiculous amount of short volume ratio if you're asking my personal opinion. I want to track back over to talking about the George tweets leading up into any kind of announcement here for the dividend in the remaining 4 days of March. So why are we saying, why is there only 4 days left? And we're only going off this post he did back on March the 2nd, talking about, it says, thank you to all the MetaMaterial shareholders and analysts who dialed in for today. Our annual results and presentation discussion. 2021 was a transformational year, yet we are not yet satisfied. Expect progress. Like Say Platform Innovative Q&A, stay tuned for Q1. So that's where all this is coming from, where he said, stay tuned for Q1. Well, we haven't got anything yet for Q1. Now, there always could be a delay, so keep that in mind as well. So this was not on March the 2nd, guys. Literally on March the 5th, we got this reply back from George, which we've covered this in previous videos. But in case you're new, we're going to touch base on it in this video. Where this individual here, Kumar, did a tweet out asking George, with all due respect, sir, could we shareholders please get an update on MMTLP dividend? It has been many times delayed, and which is a little frustrating to shareholders. A little update on anticipated date and value of dividend would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. And here George says on March 5th, next day, since we did not have time on the earnings call to go into details, we're preparing a dedicated presentation event whereas many preferred a holder questions will be answered. I personally fully understand everyone's frustrations. We are executing a plan. Thank you for your patience. One thing I wanted to point out there, that individual there, Kumar, specifically said MMTLP dividend, and George did not comment back saying like we cannot comment on that. We have heard Ken use those kind of words before, like we can't really talk about MMTLP. But George didn't say I can't comment on it. George didn't even have to acknowledge this investor's question. He did reply back, and he did word it, you know, preferred a holder. But as you know, like me using Fidelity, it says Series A preferred holder on my MMTLP. So I'm not really worried about in that part. MMTLP is good in my books. We got all the emails from Fidelity. We got tons of screenshots showing that you will get your dividend. So does TD Ameritrade, JP Morgan, Schwab, all of them. So that's what we're counting on the 4 days. So we're going to see if we get an update here. Meta could hit us with a surprise. They could do it Thursday after hours. That could happen as well. We'll take it. So here we can see on the current price of oil, WTI crude is at $109.90. And Brent crude is at $116.15. So oil is still up there. If there is still a deal going up to the final signature, sometimes those oil deals will have up until it's signed that basically whatever the price is, what they finalize on. So if that's the case, we're looking good at $109, almost $110 right now at the current price. Back in the FinTel, looking at the newer institutional ownership. So I want to go over the last few people. We got this BBSC JP Morgan Beta Builders here. Bought 59,377 shares at an average price of $3.18. We also got this JP Morgan Diversified Return US Small Cap Equity. They bought 141,980 shares at an average price of $4.26. On the 24th, we got this Fidelity Information Technology Index, 104,000 shares they purchased there, and we got Citibank getting 1,900 shares, and that is it what we got. So in my opinion, that's very bullish, seeing this is a small cap equity, another small cap equity, and an index. So that's exciting. I mean, between those, you're looking at about 300,000 shares that was bought. Now, like I said, these wasn't bought exactly on those dates. If you look here and where's it at down here? Here we go. So as you can see, the file date is when it hit the, FinTel was on 3/25, but the effective date was January 31st. So basically somewhere in that time frame is when these transactions was taking place. Take a quick look at the sellers as well, because we got to cover the buyers and the sellers. And I'm going to break it down for you really easy. You see these remaining shares here that is in this column where my cursor is at. This is how many shares is remaining to each one of these, indexes, small cap growth funds, small index. This is what's remaining. So just for an example, this Fidelity small cap index, it shows 1.162 million. That is what they have left. If we go here and take a look at the filing, it shows they filed the form disclosing ownership 1.162 million shares. They previously held 1.6 million shares, and it shows here a decrease in position of 27.97%, which that is right here. The shares changed, the decrease. So you can see here, the first one, this Schwab small cap, still holds 438,000 shares. They did sell 7.1%. We got the small cap growth fund. They still currently hold 32,000 shares. They did sell 38%. And we got this small cap index, holds 20,000 shares. They sold 8.54%. We just covered the Fidelity. They sold about 28%, still holding 1.1 million shares. And we go here and look at this small cap index. They sold about 14.34%, still holding over 14,000 shares. And we get out here and take a look on the first, this big one here, 3.1 million shares. They only sold 0.28. So they really sold nothing out of the position on that, like 0.25% of the shares. So they're still holding 3.1 million shares. So guys, that is all I got for you in today's video. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Make sure also, guys, you go check out the join button here. You can join as little as $2.99 a month. You get the loyalty badge. You get the custom emojis. You also get my buy sell alerts that I put there in the community tab here, right here. I'll pull this up. You can check it out. But yeah, you get the community tab of my post right here where I post certain things about certain stocks that I'm covering. And yeah, you get all that great information. So hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash thumbs up, leave a comment down below. It helps out the algorithm. I'll catch you all next video. Peace.